Now, I explained the compilation process. This is the core operation in high level programming. Actually, if we have to understand this so technically and all that, it takes a lot of time. Some details you may miss, and a lot of study you have to make. That's why I have developed the semi technical way of explanation. Simple, few with a few minutes explanation, you can understand it thoroughly, and you can. It helps you a lot to explain this concept anywhere to others or in interviews and all that so convincingly. This is semi technical. I am not giving 100% technical detail, but the core of the thing I am giving you as an outline. And if you don't have this knowledge, you feel it is like a magic. Being a computer science student, you should not feel the computer operations are like magics and all that. That is a layman's concept. If you know the logical details or modus operandi, even in semi-technical way, you never feel it is a magic, and your brain start working in this angle. One day you can get a perfect command over these operations. You can develop better things based on this thing. So you should not feel from the beginning, I am telling you, should not feel any operation as a magic. You should, when you feel it as a magic, if you do not know the logic, then you feel it as a magic. Actually, a magician does something which are impossible for others to do that. Some activities and operations are missing in that. That's why you feel the magic, you enjoy the magic. Here, no magic, it is science. That's why you understand things logically, and to save time, and to give you a semi finished information to you for your understanding. I have chosen this way. Now, one operation I am taking, and how a processor implements this operation, I will explain. Now you see here in your program, let us say you have written 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5, these are human elements. That means what digits we use in real life we have written, what symbol we have used for addition operation, that we have written. For a human being, it is easily understood. But what about computer? Computer's language is binary, so it cannot understand it directly. That's why we are engaging a translator software, that what we call compiler. Now, with reference to compiler, how it works and how it provides data to the processor, we have to understand. That is the objective of this thing. Now, 4. First, compiler takes 4 and translates into the binary according to a coding scheme, and 4 is translated by the compiler as its corresponding code is 110 100. That is the 4's code. Next, 5's code. 5's code 110 101 101, and here plus also is there. For plus, some operational code is there. Let us assume it as 101. As I told you, I am not giving you 100% technical details. Only thing is semi technically let. So for plus operation, this is the operational code. So in that way, compiler translates the elements in this operation. Then thereafter, what compiler does, it stores it in data register 1. Actually, let us come to processor. Processor structure is like this. Every processor consists of some data registers. They are meant for storing a small piece of data. Registers mean nothing but a small piece of memory. Small piece of memory for ad hoc purpose. They help processor to process data. Now you may get a doubt. RAM is there. RAM stores all the current data and all that. And why why processor should have separate memory locations in the name of registers, you may get it at. Here, one example I have to tell you. Housewife, a housewife stores all the provisions in the storeroom, and a small part of provisions she stores in the kitchen. Little quantities and all that in small tins she keeps in the kitchen itself, because while she is cooking they should be accessible. Accessible, then only she can perform operations very easily. If she have to bring everything from storeroom and all that, it is very difficult. I need not explain to you. In the same manner, the processor, for the sake of every data item, if it has to go to uh, RAM, that is memory, lot of overheads are there, lot of time is wasted. That's why for time being, for the performing the operations, it maintains small pieces of memory. Those are called registers. Registers are two types. One are data registers, second one instruction register. Data registers, a few number of data registers are there depending on the size of the CPU, and only one instruction is there, one instruction register is there. Instruction means here you have to understand plus is an instruction. Actually, it is actually add. How you are representing it? By putting a symbol, you are representing it add, minus, subtract. So, with a symbol, you are representing it. So, it is nothing but an instruction. So, one thing you must remember, processor performs only one operation at a time. It cannot perform more than one operation. You may feel that computer does things very fast. That's why it can perform many operations. Actually, like your brain or computer, every time it can perform only one operation. What is the difference? Your brain may take, suppose 4 plus 5, your brain may take 1 second or half second time, and a computer may take a microsecond time. Microsecond means 1 by millionth second. So, million times faster than the human being. It is working. That is the only difference. But every time processor also can perform only one operation. That's why one instruction register is there. So, now you see what compiler next. First it translates. Thereafter it stores the data here, the corresponding code here, and stores the data here, instruction here. Okay, then compiler tells the processor, I store two data items and one in data register 1 and data register 2. Once again I am telling you, compiler tells processor, I stored one data item in data register 1, second data item in data register 2, and one instruction in instruction register. And you apply the instruction and store the register, store the result in data register 3. In that way it instructs. Then processors, everything is provided in its mother tongue, in binary. It can understand, it is meant for that, it performs the operation. As a result of that, it produces what is the result? 4 plus 5, 9. So then 1 1 1 0 0 1. This is the result produced by the processor, and in turn it stores it in the data register 3. Okay, processor job is over. Thereafter, suppose the same result is displayed on the output screen, then we cannot understand, because we cannot understand binary. Again, compiler takes up this data and translates it back into human language digits and displays 9. Understand? This is just like in real life. Actually, I know only English, you know only Hindi. Then what we are doing? One translator we are appointing. The translator, whatever I speak, he translates into Hindi, and you are able to understand. Whatever you ask in Hindi, I cannot understand that's why the translator translates the Hindi version into English, and then I can understand and respond. I can, by that way we can interact. So this is human language or human understandable code, and this is binary code. The compiler acts like a translator and resolves the job. And in this context, one very important thing you must remember. Actually, I speak in English. I know only English. You also can understand English. Then for the chapter, let us say I am taking 1 hour time. 1 hour time. That is enough. But you cannot understand English because you can understand only Hindi. I cannot understand that. That's why we are engaging a translator. Then because of the translation, it may take 2 hours time instead of 1 hour. 2 hours time. Actually, that point you have to understand. Because of compilation, our job will be easy. We develop programs very easily. Because of the compilation process, it is a overhead. It takes time. That's why the execution of the program takes more time.